Dear students, let us begin with the second part of the lesson on external determinants of foreign policy, in which we will learn about the principles of India's foreign policy and international peace and security. Principles of India's foreign policy. Article 51 of the Indian Constitution lays down some directive principles of state policy on promotion of international peace and security. The state shall endeavor to promote international peace and security, to maintain just and honorable relations between nations, to foster respect for international law and treaty obligations in the dealings of organized people with one another, to encourage settlement of international disputes by arbitration. Punch-shell. Let us discuss again on punch-shell, which is also very important in this lesson, where 5 principles of peaceful coexistence were first iterated in the agreement on trade and intercourse between the Tibet region of China and India, which was signed on 29th April 1954, which stated in its preamble that the two governments have resolved to enter into the present agreement based on the following principles: respect each other's territorial integrity and sovereignty, mutual non-aggression, mutual non-interference, equality and mutual benefit, and peaceful coexistence. Punch-shell agreement did not help India, as India did not understand the Chinese aggressive attitude towards India, which resulted a war between India and China in 1962. Non-alignment. After World War II, the United States and the former USSR tried to divide the world into two blocs. The US and the USSR became powerful with different ideologies, that capitalist or democratic and communist respectively. India refused to enter into a military alliance and opted to be non-aligned. Non-alignment has been an important feature of India's foreign policy. The aim of non-alignment was to maintain independence in foreign affairs. Non-alignment was neither neutrality nor non-involvement or isolationism. It was a dynamic concept. Furthermore, non-alignment gained popularity in the developing countries. Consequently, the non-alignment movement was created and founded during the collapse of the colonial system and the independent struggles of the peoples of Africa, Asia, Latin America, and other regions of the world. Nehru was an ardent advocate of Asian unity. As a result, under his leadership, India convened the Asian Relation Conference in March 1947. India also convened an international conference in 1949 to support the freedom struggle of Indonesia. Furthermore, the Asian Conference held in the Indonesian city of Bandung in 1955, commonly known as the Bandung Conference, marked India's engagement with the newly independent Asian and African nations. Later, the Bandung Conference led to the establishment of the NAM. Being a non-aligned country, India could not get help from United States during its war with China in 1962. Anti-racism. India firmly believes in the equality of all human beings. Its policy is aimed at opposition to all forms of racial discrimination. India firmly opposed the apartheid policy in South Africa. Not only did India cut off the diplomatic relations with South Africa in 1949, but also used its influence through sanctions against the white minority racist regime of South Africa. India's policy was to provide equal opportunities to the South African people. International peace and security. The maintenance of international peace and security is the main aim of the United Nations. This is also one of the objectives of India's foreign policy. India supports in promoting world peace. It advocates in favor of multilateral engagements for stability, security, and safety across the world. India is always willing to find a solution for a world problem. India navigates to the principle of non-violence and ahimsa, which are essential for the entire of humanity. I hope you understood about the principles of India's foreign policy and international peace and security. We will discuss about India's opposition to export of ideologies and change of regimes, interference, intervention and global issues in the next video. Thank you.